publication called Business Sheet decided to put together the list of the 20 biggest losers, quite literally. So I hand-selected a couple that I found to be amusing. Some I feel sympathy for, others I do not. So let's have some fun. Loser number 10 on the list, Eddie Lampert, lost more money than anybody other than the top 9, okay, the people above him. He is the head of ESL Investments, and he had money in Sears Holding, AutoNation, AutoZone, Home Depot, and Citigroup. Oops. So how much money did he lose from those? He lost $3.6 billion from his Sears Holdings, $587 million from AutoNation, $480 million from AutoZone, and $174 million from Home Depot, and $162 million from Citigroup. That's a lot of money, dude. He lost $5 billion. Now, but here's why I share this. Because just between September 19th and October 24th, when things took a turn for the worse, he lost to the tune of, just as the chairman of Sears Holding, he was the 9th largest equity stake in that. He lost $193 million each trading day. That equals losses of $30 million an hour. Damn. You know you're in bad shape when you go for about a month where you lose $30 million an hour. But you know what that goes to show you, I think? That money never existed in the first place. You know, they got heady at Wall Street. They were like, yeah, bid it up, sure, yeah, stock value, it's terrific. And then they turn around, they're like, oh, yeah, I guess it's not worth that, is it? Okay, yeah, knock off $5 billion here, $10 billion there, and on we go. So, but Eddie Lampert lost $5 billion, and you think, wait a minute, he's number 10. That's right. All right, number 7, Sergey Brin and Larry Page, the co-founders of Google. Well, you know, they were riding high, and they still have plenty of money, don't get them wrong. But they lost roughly $1.5 billion each just in the month of September, but that's not all. Overall, Google losses are at $12.1 billion. Now, that's not Google losses overall. That's their share in Google. So they lost $12 billion in this mess. Now, the thing is, exactly with Eddie Lampert, Google was never worth that much. I mean, look, it's a terrific company and it's done great. It was just through the roof. It was insane. So it's now become a little bit more sane. So I don't think they ever really had that $12 billion. Now, they could have cashed out. I'm not sure they could have even cashed out all of that money, taken it and gone to the Bahamas. So I guess they screwed up in that sense. But they weren't going to do that either. And them I feel bad for because they didn't have it coming and their company's been running fine. All right? All right. I'm going to give you the number 1 loser in the world now. Anil Ambani. One of the richest guys in India. By the way, out of the top 5, 3 of them were Indian multi-billionaires. Who knew? You know how much he's invested in Hollywood. He was thinking of buying a piece of DreamWorks. He's got running a multinational, as all the 3 top Indian guys are, and they've all lost a tremendous amount of money. But Anil Ambani won because recently he has lost $32.5 billion. That's got to sting. He was one of the richest guys in the world, and he turned around and he's like, where did it go? What happened? 32 billion. Jesus, Lord mercy. That's a lot of money to lose. Where you put it? All right, so he's the number 1 loser. Now, why did I save number 11, number 3, and number 12 to the end? Because these are fun. Sumner Redstone runs a giant multimedia company. He's the one that makes the decisions all the way up at the top that says, all right, let's go easy on Bush. The Republicans help us with some of our, conglomerates and the way that we put our companies together, and we don't have to, have as much regulation under the Republicans. I'm being a little unfair by putting all of that on Sumner Redstone, but not that unfair. So he used to have over $5 billion. He had $5.1 billion. That's a nice chunk of money. Guess what happened? Elbow from the sky, snooker. He lost over $4 billion. Poor Sumner Redstone is no longer a billionaire. Oh. Is he going to be okay? Is he going to be all right? Now, the thing about this is that all these guys still have so much money. What difference does it make? But, of course, it makes a difference because they could lose their companies. If you lose enough money, at some point, people go, well, you don't have enough money to even cover your debt. That includes one of the properties that Redstone owns. It's an amusement company, and they think now investors believe that the debt they have is larger than the company's worth. So in those situations, sometimes you wind up losing everything. So now Sumner Redstone, media mogul, under $1 billion, definitely, not happy about the downturn. All right, now we get to my two favorite. Number 3 biggest loser, Sheldon Adelson. This is the guy who put in all the money to the Republican groups and the right wing, #1 contributor to Republicans, founded the Freedom Watch, funded the Freedom Watch, and now all those are going under because Sheldon Adelson's going under. We talked earlier about how it looks like he's going bankrupt, and he's pulled all of his money from those right-wing organizations because he's like, panic time! It turns out, this disaster, economic disaster cost me all my money. I don't have money to give to the people causing the economic disaster. Irony, right? He lost $30 billion. $30 billion. Hey, you like George Bush, Sheldon? So richly deserved. No, you keep giving money to get George Bush elected. See how that works out for you. Oh, you wanted to save on taxes. You did? You saved a little bit on taxes. But you lost $30 billion because he sank the economy. How you like them apples? You like apples? All right. Now, the economy, of course, is larger than just George W. Bush, but believe me, he had a role to play, and Sheldon Adelson's money might have been better off if we had a smart president like Bill Clinton when everybody prospered in the 1990s. Now, finally, who could I be happier about than Sheldon? Number 12, biggest loser, Rupert Murdoch. Come to Papa. Well, look, the thing is, it appears that News Corporation, he's down to only $3 billion his stake in it. You know what that means? He lost $4 billion. Now, think about this, okay? He loses $4 billion, which is awesome, okay? But he went from $7 billion to $3 billion. He's lost most of his value in News Corporation. If things start to devolve, things could really head south for News Corporation. The people who bring you Fox News Channel, let alone New York Post, and now the new owner of Wall Street Journal. Is it panic time at Murdoch's place? Now, I'm not saying anything, but I'll tell you what. Bush loses, Obama wins, and he's lost $4 billion. Murdoch can't be too happy. And I love it.